Go and Just So on the outside of Bonanza Boy. They're the two in the front line as they run down the hill. Long run to the first. Jurgen's in third. Of Cool Ground, fourth and fifth. Then Escher Ness. Then Rock d'Estravael is on the rails. Schoon Wind and the back marker, the gloom. Apologize for our loss of vision here. They run right into the fog. And Pittman, tell me, what's it like for jockey and horse racing in these sort of conditions?
Well, the thing about horses is, Julian, that they tend to change their tactics. Hard-pulling horses tend to be worrying where they are, and they can drop the bridle. Also, brave horses at their fences can tend to stare at them a great deal. So jockeys will definitely have to alter their thinking according to their partner. And it's only once they get into the thickest of the fog that they'll realise what the horses are actually going to do. It's also very disorientating. As you know from driving your own car down the motorway, you don't know where on earth you are, and then all of a sudden you'll see a landmark. Well, when you see a landmark like an open ditch coming to you, you're not expecting it. It could be a bit of a shock.
And it looks like Just So, who leads from Jurgen in second. I don't know where Bonanza Boy's gone, but Just So it is, who leads over the water from Jurgen in second. Schoon Wind is third. Bonanza Boy dropping out in fifth or sixth. Cool Ground is fourth. Fifth is the green colours of Tipping Tim. Then in sixth is Bonanza Boy as they come to the one after the water. And it's Just So and Simon Burrow who lead over it. Clear from Jurgen, the course winner here last autumn. Schoon Wind towards the outside. Bonanza Boy getting a reminder already. And Cool Ground, as you can see, is in the centre of the field at present. As Just So jumps that one 3 or 4 lengths clear from Jurgen second. Schoon Wind going easily in third place. In fourth place is Tipping Tim. Just So, who is a national entry, but he'll be a long way out of the handicap. Handicap sure to be headed by Carville's Hill, who's rated 175. And the bottom weights here, Honey Bear Mead, is rated only 105. But it's Just So who still leads by 3 or 4 lengths from Jurgen. They jumped 6, and Bonanza Boy is moving back into third place now. Cool Ground in the centre of the field as they race round the top end of the course. 2 complete circuits of the course to race. Bonanza Boy likes to be involved. Mark Dwyer determined to keep him involved, but it's Just So who was runner-up to Jurgen, and Jurgen won at the autumn meeting here. He's got a clear lead from Jurgen in second place. Bonanza Boy is third. Tipping Tim is fourth in the inside as they jump the first in the straight. That's the fence that most of the jockeys here like least. Just So, Jurgen, Bonanza Boy, Schoon Wind on the outside of Tipping Tim as they come to the second ditch. The leader jumps it well. Jurgen wasn't foot perfect, nor was Honey Bear Mead at the back of the field, and also dropped out his Rock d'Estravael. This is the 9th fence, and Just So, who's visored for the first time today, jumps it well. Jurgen a little bit close to it again in second. Schoon Wind going best of all at present. Tipping Tim's in the inside, then Cool Ground, and then Bonanza Boy as they jump the next. Just So, Jurgen, Schoon Wind, Tipping Tim, Bonanza Boy. And they've got 2 miles to race, and Just So continues to lead. Stood back at that one really well. Rock d'Estravael is the back marker. They've completed a circuit and they're racing past the stands. Those in the stands see them for the first time since they left them 3 or 4 minutes ago, and it's Just So who leads from Jurgen second. Schoon Wind is third. Fourth on the rails is Tipping Tim, then Cool Ground. Behind that is Escher Ness, then Honey Bear Mead, and then Bonanza Boy has dropped himself out again. And Rock d'Estravael, the former French-trained horse, back in last. Just So as they go out of sight from Jurgen, Tipping Tim, Cool Ground, Schoon Wind, Escher Ness, Honey Bear Mead. On the inside is Rock d'Estravael, and old Bonanza Boy has dropped himself out last now. As they gallop into the gloom. And Richard Pittman, what are your feelings about the race so far?
I'd like to see the horse in front. I'd like to see the horse in front stay there.
Well, Richard hasn't gone off for a cup of tea, but I think the fog's got into the electronics here as well. As they gallop down the far side with just about A mile and a quarter left to race. Richard, what do you think?
Yes, Jules, well, Just So, who was a homebred horse by his owner, Henry Cole, who's a dairy farmer from Taunton. Be nice to see him come home for this up-and-coming trainer, of course, who is Paul Nicholls, after he had didn't complete his first 4 runners, you know, as a trainer this season. Now he's started to get into winning brackets. But the horse does stay, and as you pointed out, being so far out of the handicap, they could do with a good win here to get him back in time for the weights on Tuesday to give him a chance of running at Aintree.
Just So leads by 10 lengths. Schön Wind's now moved into second place as Jurgen starts to lose his pace. Cool Ground's moved to third. Tipping Tim is fourth as they jump the water there. Jurgen's back in fifth place, and then Escherness. But still with a clear lead up front is Just So. Just So from Schön Wind as they jump the 7th last. Just So from Schön Wind. Tipping Tim on the inside of Cool Ground. Cool Ground getting closer. This former winner of the Coral Welsh National, ran a best race of the season so far at Warwick last time. That was the 6th last. Just So over from Schön Wind over in second. Tipping Tim. Jurgen makes a mistake there, as does Handicap. And up front it's still Just So. Just So with a clear lead from, in second place, Schön Wind. Tipping Tim in the green colours. Cool Ground still close enough under Adrian Maguire, his big weight of 11 stone 10, and these 4 are clear now in what's obviously sticky, testing sort of ground. And Just So has made every yard of the running so far, but they're getting a little bit closer now. Schön Wind, the winner at Wetherby and Newcastle, getting closer in second place. Tipping Tim and Cool Ground are the only other 2 in contention as they race round the top turn. 5 fences left to jump, and the leader's lead is being reduced. And at this point, you'd want to be on Schön Wind as he moves up almost to join Just So. But look at Cool Ground in third place as they jump the first in the straight. Schön Wind jumps into the lead. Just So nods a little bit. Cool Ground moves into second place as Just So comes under pressure. Hanging on in fourth is Tipping Tim as they come to the last ditch. 4 out, and over it was Schön Wind, but Cool Ground's almost with him now. These 2, Cool Ground, being ridden along now, Schön Wind, and these 2 are clear as they come to the 3rd last. Schön Wind over from Cool Ground. There's a big weight concession here. It's a concession of 24 pounds, and Schön Wind has a clear 2-length lead as they come to the 2nd last, and he's down. Schön Wind down at the 2nd last. That leaves Cool Ground clear. Cool Ground clear with just 1 fence left to jump in the John Hughes Grand National Trial. Cool Ground as he comes towards the last fence, and those in the stands see him, and they see him jump it clear. Cool Ground is over clear. He's clear of the 2nd horse, Just So. Cool Ground gallops up to the line. Just So is closing the gap, but Cool Ground's got the resources. A fine weight-carrying performance. Cool Ground wins it at the line. Just So just holds on to 2nd from the flying Handicap. Back in 4th was Jurgen running on again, then Tipping Tim, then Escherness, and those were the only ones to complete. It looks as though Rock Destival's been pulled up. So the result of the John Hughes Grand National Trial: a win for the top weight, the favourite, Cool Ground, owned by Whitcomb Manor Racing Stables Limited, trained by Toby Boarding and ridden by Adrian Maguire, his 43rd winner of the season, returned at 9 to 4. Second, number 8, Just So, owned by Mr. H.T. Cole, trained by Paul Nicholls and ridden by Simon Burrow. Third, number 9, Handicap, owned by Mr. B.J.M. Ryle, trained by him, John Ryle that is, and ridden by Nicky Mann. The 4th horse, number 7, Jurgen.
First, number 1, Cool Ground, 9 to 4 favourite. Second, number 8, Just So, 16 to 1. Third, number 9, Honey Bear Mead, 33 to 1.